North High School, and when I go back home, I actually want to start a KIVA club and get a lot of people interested in this. I work with the local government in Omaha as well, and I want to start KIVA club with them. Just get a whole citywide network going, so this can actually be a massive, global, and even just the United States interactive thing where we can actually do what the goal is to help the world change the world and end poverty in the end.
Okay, I thought Jake Harriman was really interesting, and I thought his story was just inspiring, and I actually asked to see if he could come and speak at a global awareness symposium I'm organizing at my school back in New Jersey, so it's really awesome to have all these connections here.
Well, I mean, we'll definitely be starting a club in our school, but we definitely want to kind of expand it past just our school. Not only just including other districts in Millard for us, but also like other school districts and getting it involved. So it's not just like, you know, some people come to a club more ingrained in like, you know, the culture of the school and, you know, bringing it to different classrooms, possibly speaking at other schools and stuff to get it so people are aware of what's going on. And then other than just outside, you know, the educational aspect of this.
Oh yeah, I work with the local government mayor's office, and I was thinking that it'd be a really, really great idea after what I learned today and hearing all these wonderful people talk about great ideas. I got this idea where everyone can support a different cause. So I'm not the leader of one particular club. It's all of the people in this club and all the people in my group. They can all have one thing that they're passionate about, and they find it on KIVA, they start a group, they start a fundraiser for it, everyone has their own fundraiser and their own thing to do. The outcome is that someone benefits, and the person has made a great effort and persevered and gotten through with making a difference in something that they're passionate about, which is what it's all about. So.
I mean, a common theme that I'm definitely seeing in getting people to get involved is to make it personal for them. So not just having it be like we're raising money for something, like the idea of poverty, KIVA really does, it puts a face to it, it gives you a story, where it makes it so much more personal, which makes it so that people want to get involved, not just kind of, you know, they just do it because it's something to do.
Pretty much with our club called KIVA at Southland High School, we help bring in other teenagers and keep them involved into helping microfinance. And we raise a bunch of money through various fundraising methods, selling hot wings, candy, you know, the works, all that other good stuff. And in the end, we get positive results. Right now, we're still working with our McCarthy Dress Foundation. They gave us a $30,000 grant to go out in the field and talk to some of the people that we gave microfinance loans to, and to get other personal stories from people that received microfinance loans. This past summer, in the month of June, me and 6 other students, we traveled throughout the Mid-South and the South, from Mississippi all the way to New Orleans, and we basically saw the poverty and all the microfinance loanees that received our loans, and we pretty much met with a bunch of people there, and other credit unions, the SI credit union, for example. They gave us their own in-depth examples on how they gave loans, and we met with great success stories, the classic entrepreneurs that received our loans, and the great benefits that KIVA has actually done.
Do you have any thoughts about what you just heard Jake said?
I mean, his whole story was really inspiring. I definitely think it's interesting where he came from, like, a military background, because I definitely think that gives a different perspective of poverty than what, like, a lot of the people in, you know, this field are getting. But it's all kind of coming to the same thing. I love his, like, the initiative he took, even though, like, he says he's not qualified, but I mean, even just that motivation makes him qualified to do what he does. And I mean, just the whole initiative is just, it's great.
So Jonathan Stalls just spoke about his walk for KIVA. Can you talk about how you feel about what he said?
Well, I think he had a great life story to tell. It was really nice walking across America and meeting all these people who just, like, were so kind and giving to him. and that really wanted to help out anywhere they could. And he had so much support, and like everything was going out good for him. And I think what he tried to do for something that like he just heard about was really amazing, and that's something that we should all learn from.
What he put together, does that inspire you to do something similar, or maybe partake in a similar thing like a bike for Kiva? Does that inspire you to do something?
Yeah, it really, I feel like right now in my head I'm just thinking of things that like I could do to help raise awareness for Kiva.
Today, you and your partner talked to us teens about what you're doing. How was that? Do you have any debriefing thoughts? How do you think we responded to that, and anything else you'd like to add?
Well, it was a great experience to have a connection towards teenagers and letting them experience and connect our personal stories on how we help people through microfinancing and KIVA. So it really worked out for both for me and the group that I had there and my partner. Like we really did, we were appreciative to having you guys attend us, so it worked out pretty well.
I've learned a lot, and I've met some really interesting people.
And what was your favorite event of the weekend so far?
I think talking to the borrowers. It was really interesting to hear their stories and to meet them in person. And they're all just so nice and grateful. I just love them.
We live in a world where, especially for people like us, everyone at this conference, we're in a position where we can actually make a difference in the world. And people are just waiting for us to do it. So it's a great thing we've got going
the
here.
opportunity.
Yep.